Good morning, everyone. This is a project share for some of the items that cobeads.com kindly allowed me to choose to use and try out on their behalf. So the first share, I'm going to share with you what I made with these star dies. As you can see, there are 7 dies and they've got a stitched effect, and they were so easy to cut. I still need to cut off some of the other bits, but they were so easy to cut because they came as all connected together as a nesting die. So without further ado, let me show you what the first things that I have made using those stars. So the first things that I have made is I have made a couple of cards. And if you look here in the top, you can see the stars underneath. I've used them like a base for an embellishment. They've been cut out of holographic cardstock. So that one, I've tucked underneath this sentiment here and the cloche there, and down here as well. So there's 2 stars on that one, and some of the littler ones that out of this set of paper I've put around, so it ties them all together on that card. So that's one card that I've made using them, and here is another one that I have made using the same stars in the same paper. So this is a slightly bigger star, and I have used it in the same way. I've just put this head and shoulders of this young girl here that was in the paper collection that I've used. The paper collection is come in a magazine. It's a Crate Paper or American Crafts one that came in a free magazine here in the UK. So I've used elements of this set that I got in a magazine because I just really liked it. So that's my second card that I have made using some of the die cuts that I've cut out using the star dies, and they cut so well. So let me carry on and show you what else I've made using these star dies. So I have cut out all the different dies. There are 8 dies in the collection, not 7 as I said earlier. So I've cut them out to show you the different sizes, and they are absolutely fabulous. I hope that's not glaring because it is on holographic paper. As I showed you, some of the stars I've used to make embellishments for the backing for the embellishments, and they work perfectly. I will be back on tomorrow to show you some other things, or at least one other thing that I've done using some of the stars. So that's all the star dies cut out, and as you can see, they're cut out really well. They've got the lovely stitch detail, and they're a 5-point star, and there's 8 in the collection. I will link everything down below along with the discount code in case you wanted to purchase any of these items. Let me just see. Let me get my price list. Sorry, some Christmas stickers have fallen in. And those star dies, just checking, were £2 and 3p in Great British Pounds. So that's a fabulous price for 8 dies. So that's the dies. The next thing that I've used is just get my water. I've used some of the eye pins, some of these beautiful glass rhinestone beads that are all faceted and iridescent. I'm throwing them all over the place. There's 200 in there. I've also used the lobster clasp, and some of these lovely cat charms. So I've used a couple of those. And these lovely frosted 8mm beads. I'll get a couple of those out. These are glass beads again, and they're frosted with an AB coating on. They've got like a crackled pattern on them, and they're really, really pretty. So they're the things I've used in this project share. So we'll just put those to the side. So the good thing about silver charms is if you don't like the colour of them, then using your alcohol markers, just colour them. So I have coloured my cat in black because we have black cats. I've also used the clear crackle frosted beads here, and I've used the 3mm glass rhinestone beads in the middle as I couldn't think what they were called then, as a spacer bead. And then I've used the small lobster clasp there. I've made that as a phone charm, and that is for my daughter. So I'll lift it up again so that you can actually see it. So that's come out really well. The black beads are my own, and the chain and the jump rings were my own as well. But I think that's come out really, really well. So that's for my daughter, for her phone. And then using the cat bead charm again, I've also used the same beads, but this time I've used some of the flat iron cable chain. So I've used this chain in the silver, but you could do the same in the gold if you wanted to. But I've used the silver because my findings are silver. And I've made that. Again, the beads were my own. So I've used the frosted crackle beads and the cat charm and the chain, and I'm going to put that on a key ring fob, and that will go on my handbag. So that one's for me and that one's for my daughter. So that is using the cat charms, the silver chain, the frosted beads, and the lobster clasps there. And then the last thing that I've made in this project share is I have made a glue topper. Excuse my very tatty glue bottle. I'll just fill it up. So I've used one of these eye pins, and they are 65mm long, which is quite sufficient to make a stick pin. So because they are really long, look, I don't know if you can see that there. I mean, 65mm is approximately, let me have a look, it's about just over 2.5 inches. So I mean, it's a substantial size. So the findings are my own, the pink beads are my own, but I've used excuse the glue on my fingers, I've used the eye pin to make a stick pin for my glue. The pink beads are my own, as I say, and the findings are my own. So I've used the frosted beads again, and everything else is mine, bar the frosted beads and the eye pin. But they fit really well, if I can find the hole, in the glue like that. And I think that looks really pretty. I can just hold it still there, in my rather tatty glue, and that goes quite substantially down, because I mean, there's the metal tip, so it's past the metal tip, so it's going into the nozzle here, so that's perfectly fine to stop your glue from clogging up. And I have used one of the rubber earring backs, and that was after a tip from Susan Tootsie Tucker, who makes a lot of glue topper beads or charms, stick pins, and she uses the earring rubber backs to stop the beads from falling down. I didn't put a charm on this one because I just wanted it without the charm on this one. So that is what I've made in this project share. So I've made the cards using some of the star beads, and I've made not star beads, star dies, and I've used the cat charms, the chain, the frosted beads, the eye pins, and the lobster clasps there, and the rhinestone beads. So the only thing that I've got left to share is the choc mint beads, which I will be back on tomorrow to show you what I have made with those. So that'll be in my next project share. So for now, all that's left to say is thank you for watching. If you like what you see, do subscribe, press the like button, and if you hit the bell, you'll be able to get notifications of when I upload my next video. I will leave all the links down below for Co-Beads in case you wanted to order any of the items, and I will also put my discount code down there as well. So thank you very much for watching, and stay safe everybody, and I will see you in my next video. So bye for now.